Hello, and in this video, right here, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm getting on with my Valhallan clone army project. Hello, thank you for coming back. So, this is how it's going. If you'd like to see more videos about these or any other money-saving ideas for Warhammer 40k, please hit the subscribe button and smash the bell button with your chainsword and you'll see more videos like this one. So, let's have a little talk about how I'm getting on. I can't remember exactly what number I was on last time, but this is the current selection of cloned models for the Valhallans I've got. So, as before, as you probably tell, that I've got pretty much nearly all the same model repeated. When it comes down to these guys, I have made a start over here. I'll show you some of them shortly. So there's really only, currently, there's 1, 2, 3 different models that have made this painted army, as you can see here, which is a flamer, a sergeant, and a heavy bolter, which is just here. So first time I've shown these on the video. So they're not awesome, these are not super great, but they'll work for what I need them. I'm more happy with the actual guardsmen themselves than the heavy weapon, heavy bolters. So let's get on. So what have we got here? We've got 3 infantry squads, identical. So each one has a sergeant with a bolt gun, a bolt pistol even. So I might well convert some others with bolt guns, maybe change out power, this for maybe a power fist or something along the lines, or just a power sword. So basically make a clone and just lop the gun off and then just put something else on. We'll see a bit of variation in the army of clones, which is ironic. And obviously we've got the infantryman with the lasgun. Kind of looks good. Obviously, as before, you can still see there's some issues here. Sometimes on the face and sometimes on the gun. But the majority of it look pretty good, to be honest, in my opinion. See, it's my opinion. So take that with a pinch of salt. And we've got a flamer dude here. So again, not the best of the bunch, especially when it comes to his face. Pretty much no face, Mr. No Face. The flamer's not awesome, but the rest of the model and body seem to be pretty good, in my humble opinion. We're going to have a little examination of a heavy bolter, so we'll pick the guy, which is, we'll pick this guy, just for funsies. So again, this isn't the best, so you can see it looks like a heavy bolter, pretty much. There is some issues with most of the model. Obviously that wheel looks a bit naff. Main body's alright, again, it's a little bit bulky on the back. The heavy bolter, I probably needed to get a drill in there and hack away at it. So this is a really tricky model to duplicate, even when you split it up into parts. It's mainly this bit that's probably the hardest bit, and then obviously getting the wheels right. So what I did was I glued them 2 bits together, made a mold of them, and made a mold of this guy on his own. So this is what it looks like. I'm not going to promise it's going to be the last heavy bolters I'll do, but it's probably going to be the last heavy bolters I do. I'll probably try and grab hold of some mortars as originally planned, and then make some more of them, because I think they'll be way simpler, because you get the actual mortar itself, and then you get the little bipod, and obviously the guys, which are pretty flat anyway, so they should be easy to clone, should be. So hopefully the army will see a lot more of them. But as it's, so currently we've got 3 full infantry squads as is. We've got at least a model left over for the company commander. He's got a red sash to denote his rank. Again, bolt pistol chainsaw, so I might change that up. Either that or it's Pietrov's Mark 45, which was good. We've got another heavy bolter, so we've got 4 in total for the army. So we're going to have a separate heavy weapon squad and put those guys in the unit. And currently, as it stands, if I make another 5 guys of these type, then I've got enough to make another infantry squad. There's 5 guys here, there's 1 half done, which I'll show you. So I haven't trimmed this one, I've just removed it from the mould. I always remove this metal bit here. As you can see, this is what it comes out like. So it's kind of, I think it's got a splitting headache, which is not great, but it'll probably work. It's not the best ones, but it's alright. So this one's the loader for the heavy bolter. I've actually got, let's have a look. So as well as them, so these, I'll show you the lasgunners. I'm going off a proper massive thing. These are all the heavy bolter loader guys. Here's one, painted green. So there's not much left to do to this guy, believe it or not, other than putting some other colours and highlight and dry brushing. That was not the universal symbol for dry brushing, so don't use that ever in sign language. Warning. But this is what it looks like. Probably needs to get in there as well. It's got a decent lasgun, so I might actually make numerous ones of these because he looks good as a lasgunner mixed in with these guys, and it'll break up the monotony. That's the word. This is the guy who's partially done. We've already talked about him. So as you can see on these, the difference between the two. You cut out the cloak at the bottom and trim it. So this is what they end up looking like. This is from the same cast. So again, from a distance, as they are now, they're just like Valhallans on a board, friendly games. So obviously, I'm going to say sorry about scraping all these about all the time. Never bring anything like this to GW unless you are absolutely thick. You'll get kicked out, possibly sued. So the plan is, I'm going to get these guys painted up. I'm going to make 5 more models at least. Although at that point, I might as well make another 10 because then I'll have 6 units, enough for 6 troops, and I'll also be able to use them in a big thingamabob brigade, possibly battalion. I don't know which one it is, where you get 6 troops. But I'm pretty happy with these, how they've gone. Again, I'll probably try to get them in a battle report sometime this year, maybe nearer winter, with obviously the bases. I don't know if the last time I talked to you saw the bases or not, but it's basically baking powder, PVA and white paint on top of the normal base. I'll get rid of that, don't like that chunk. And that's pretty much it, really. You'll see more videos about this because I will be making more models, and this is just a progress update. So, you know, if you've got, to be fair, if you've got any Valhallan models, old metal Valhallan models you do not want, contact me in the description down below. I will happily take them off your hands. And obviously, you know, we'll see what goes on. I'll just give you a shout out. If not, if you've got any ideas for Valhallan models that I haven't currently got in the collection, let me know. And we'll see how they go in the future. Thanks for watching, as ever, and comments down below. Thumbs up.